This is the Know Nothing Show with Steve and Eric.
The latest and the greatest from two delicious scoops of tunes. It is the Know Nothing Show. My name is Steve Benz. I'm joined with Eric Black. We are the men that know it all. And we turn around and we know nothing. Absolutely nothing. That's how we stand. Hello, Eric. How are you?
You know, I'm actually well. I have recovered from a long week out of town and in a horrible place called Iowa. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but it is not a great place to be at any point in your life. So I'm very happy to be back here in Nashville in my own chair, in my own pew, if you will. It's good. I enjoy it.
You know, the nice thing about having a home studio, like a home station or whatever, so wherever you go, it's the seat feels wonderful because the curvature is just perfect around my asciolio. And that's a word I made up like 4 years ago. Asciolio, right there. Perfectly fine-tuned, this chair that I'm in. So.
Yeah. It's many years of formation. It's kind of like fossils or stalactites or stalagmites even. It takes many years to form these seats.
Listen to you dropping all that knowledge on people. Right. Way too much knowledge for all of us. But it's good. You're back from Iowa. It was a little weird, but we just proved that we can take the show on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Which means if we ever get arrested, we could do it from there because inmates get internet.
They do, yeah.
You can do this. So for all of you that are watching a lot of those network shows, ESPN or whatever, they're on Skype. They're using internet. They're no longer using the satellite system.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
It's a whole new bold world.
It is. Otherwise, you could just broadcast and beam our sorry asses around the world on satellite if you like.
It's true.
Or you could have the Know Nothing satellite dish.
Ooh, the Know Nothing dish. 2 scoops.
That's right. We come with internet and a home phone.
Until net neutrality kicks in, and then I don't know, it might cost you a little bit more
money. Okay.
Yeah.
Because we're going to have to charge people to, watch the simulcast.
That's right. It's going to have to be that way because that's the way. That's the new way the FCC, the 5 people at the FCC have decided that they want us to do. It's great. It's fantastic.
They would just ask us. I would have told them years ago, we need to charge for this crap. Okay.
Yeah.
You want to see us? You need to pay us.
That's right. That's how it always should be.
Every word. I should be paid by the word. Like people are bitching about, what is it? What are all those music things out there? They're getting paid like fractions of a cent.
Yeah.
You get 3 million plays and you earn a quarter.
Yeah.
I posted up my residual from some of the films and TV shows I was in. Look, the 13 cents I earned right there, it's growing in a 401k.
It's more like a 102, but yeah, it's the same. Essentially, it's the same thing.
It's all good. I am rich.
Yeah.
I got I think the last picture I posted was 4 checks that I got.
I saw that.
They spent more money sending me that because they don't do direct deposit.
Right.
So you think, you know what? I could just give you my routing information. No, gotta mail them. We need a paper trail. That's right.
Yeah, because I think what are stamps now? I don't even know I do email. I don't do actual letter. What are they? 38 cents something?
No, 44 or 46 cents, I think.
Yeah, I don't know, but it costs you considerably more in the envelope, the printing, it's probably $2 to send you a 13-cent check. I don't understand. I don't get it.
Well, I did rub the check all over my body, so maybe it was worth 24 cents now.
Maybe a little. Yeah, you can get 1 chicken nugget. That's it.
But, you sign it, and then you take the picture of it for the automatic deposit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So with that, if people would like to touch my SAG checks,
Easy. Yeah.
I didn't go there. We're only 5 minutes in, and I did not go down there.
Just it'd be a record. I mean, we keep hitting those records, and that would be it. I think it's 8 minutes in right now.
We get better and better every week, though.
It's true.
For some reason.
Our mothers write in and say, guys, you are doing so well. I'm so proud of you.
That's right. I saw pictures of you, Steve, and no one threw up.
It was amazing.
Oh, which reminds me. So since we have a lot to talk about, kind of, we weren't really sure what we were going to talk about. So I have to tell you now that you brought up my mom.
Mm-hmm.
So my mom had a cell plan pretty much from was Family Choice, whatever, from Walmart. She had Verizon at one point, costing too much, right?
Sure.
My mom's 81.
Mm-hmm.
Every now and then she'll text us out of nowhere, and it'll be like gibberish.
Sure.
So she decided, Steven, I need a new plan, because you couldn't hear her on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All you heard was static. Like, got to get you a new phone.
Mm-hmm.
And she wants one of those bigger phones because obviously she's 81. She can't read it.
Right.
So I decided it was going to be my quest to help my mom.
Wow. You're a really good person.
So my sisters and my brothers are all giving her advice, and she keeps coming back to me. So I'm like, fine. So she decides on, what is it, consumer or something or whatever through AARP.
Yep.
Get that wherever. Okay. So I'm looking, I'm like, okay, this is a pretty good plan. So because we've had bad weather here, I end up buying the telephone for her. I'm like, we'll just hook it up later. Okay.
Whoa.
But it's cold out. She doesn't want to go out. She's cold.
Right.
So my siblings are like banging, trying to call her because she stopped paying for the other line. That would be logical.
Sure.
Because we were going to switch.
Sure.
So then the siblings are going, mom's not answering the phone. We must all run over there. Going, she has a home phone. You can call that.
I don't have that number. Okay.
It's all saved in your phones, right?
Right.
So with that, I now meet her this past weekend. So we meet at a Target, because I guess Target is the only one that carries it. And you have to go to a specific Target because not all can hook up those phones. I had no idea.
Wow. There's some. So you're saying Target has a level of awesomeness that our other Targets may not have. Okay.
Yes. I guess it had something to do with the super Targets.
Oh, it's super. Okay.
Consider the super Targets. So we make all the phone calls, and we show up, 4 days later because of the snow and the rain and all this other stuff. So we're there with my mom. Oh my God. Could it be a couple of 18 more questions, Mom, that I had already settled on her? Steven, do I need 2 gigs of data? Mom, do you watch YouTube? What's that?
What is YouTube?
So I'm like, we're not going to do that. I go, do you go on websites? She's like, well, no. Do you do this? Well, no. And of course, the girl on the Target side is trying to sell everything that she can at her.
Yeah. Commission, right?
The policy. And then, of course, she has an Xfinity jersey on. So I'm like, I'm completely confused by all that.
Right.
So you're pushing TV and phone on her. So my mom thinks she's like the most wonderful thing. And, just before she signs the contract, we're like, Mom, how did we go from $25 to $65?
Yeah. What are you signing up with 6 lines? What are you doing here?
We don't need unlimited data to go watch YouTube, Mom.
Yeah. You already said that you don't do that.
But the girl was so nice, Steven. Just so nice. She's going to sell me another phone. So, Mom, now you need 2 phones? But Steven, she was making a lot of sense.
You have 2 ears. I guess that does kind of make sense. Why would you not have 2 phones?
That's true.
For each ear.
What about your father, Steven? Should we get your father a phone? Oh my God.
He's going to need 2 phones.
See, my dad's deaf in one ear, and my mom's always on one side. He hasn't figured that out after 60 years. Why? Like, Mom, why haven't you figured that out?
Right.
So I said that was excursion. Of course, once the phone started working, she was calling me on her entire drive home.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Just to tell me that it was working. I thought one phone call was enough, not 4 or 5.
Right.
And a few texts to follow. I was going to give her your number because I think you would like her.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Have her be a guest on the show.
You can send her some YouTube videos.
There you go. And she'll be like, well, how do I use this?
Yeah. And I'll just say, press play.
I did put some data on their plan. Just
like
my sisters watch this show and they're just like, we shouldn't say bad things about you, but the two of you together.
What is wrong with you?
Is it like one mind? Do you guys just have one mind?
Well, yes, we do. And it equals greatness.
The cherry on top. That's how it works. It does.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here we go. So I helped my mom with the telephone. You in Iowa, right there. That's even.
I mean, I feel like we should probably take another week off and just nap for the entire time.
Oh, that's true.
Just to recover. I mean, I can do the show from the bed. I guess we could do that. That'd be all right.
And what everyone's thinking. Eric's going in the bathroom next time. I think that's what they're doing.
Yeah. Well, but here's the thing. I like the acoustics in the bathroom. It just gives it a nice tone. Sure. And I feel like our listeners really appreciate a nice tone. And I think the bathroom will give me what I'm looking for.
That would be a good video commercial, though. Split screen between the two of us. And we start playing some of the music. The people go, I just hate that song. I hate that song. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to hear house bells. I don't hear anything but that. Right? Like we don't hear that.
Fine. From now on, we're just going to do William Hung. How about that?
That's not bad, though.
Well,
I believe I can fly.
See, that just makes me hungry.
I believe I can poke you in the eye.
Well,
he just wrote a book.
Oh, the things that I want to say, but I can't because
he's probably got a ghostwriter.
Because of society right now. I would get so many emails and letters because I'm a dick.
Right. Well, but that's the book you should write. I'm a dick. Although I think Dennis Leary might have already written that book.
I'm a dick too.
Let's see. There you go. And then you got to have the 2 incorrect.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. It'd be TW.
Yeah,
Whoa.
Just throw people out. But, you got William Hung. I remember being on American Idol. And then
that sounds almost
a big speaker right now. They're paying him $25,000 to show up places. What are we missing?
His PR, his management, maybe.
Right.
I mean, we suck just as much as he does. Why can't we get good gigs?
And we cheaply suck. Okay.
Yeah.
You can get us for less.
We're like $4 hookers.
We'll take a box of chiclets if you fly us wherever to talk.
That's right.
We would be pretty good with a crowd.
I think so.
A drunk crowd, but still.
They would there'd have to be some sort of bar situation. Yeah. Yeah. Not for me personally. I don't really know what there would be for them, but I mean, for me to do that, I would definitely need some sort of bar situation.
We could have inspiring talks.
We
could have seminars of some sort.
7 hours. 7 hours.
Get up at 8. Go see the Know Nothing Boys for the day.
What are you guys doing today? I don't really know, but apparently it's supposed to be really good. It's these 2 dudes that are going to talk like all day long. What are they going to talk about? Nothing.
They send an agenda and it's blank.
It's an empty piece of paper. That's all it is. It just has their logo on it. That's it.
That's the perfect agenda. You start it and you say, let's imagine what's on the agenda. And then we have everyone write on the agenda. We then collect the agenda. And then we go, oh, we should be talking about this today.
So essentially what you're saying is once a month we do this to get content for our show that we do live every Wednesday night. Is that what you're telling me?
It sounds logical to me.
I think it's brilliant. I don't know why we haven't done that already. I'm tired of working so hard.
We do. It is hard. It's hard being co-hosts.
Yeah.
The
Double-headed dragon.
So, like one of our new sponsors, wait till you hear this one. You're just going to go, really? They've invested with this show.
Well,
I just saw it and I went, it's quite appropriate.
I don't know that. I mean, do they really know what they're getting themselves into?
Well,
Are they aware?
how this all works? It's all about ratings and who our demo is.
Right.
They say our demo is highly educated. So, right there, mostly female. All right, I'll give you that. Because the dudes are going, these guys are D-bags.
Yeah,
they're a worse D-bag than we are.
Yeah. I'm going to go back to that Stern fella.
Yeah, because I'm going to pay the extra $35 a month to listen to Stern and then talk to porn stars, which you can't see.
Yeah, which he's done for the last 30 years.
Where you can see us. We're like porn stars.
Right now. If we could autograph the video, we would.
And we really would.
Do it.
I'd be okay with that. I would be okay with that.
Because,
but, people continue to invest in us.
For some reason.
Look, if the Patriots can cheat their way to another Super Bowl, you and I could be successful.
You would think. I mean, there's still a glimmer of hope. And I don't know how that all happened. And honestly, I've kind of written off football, my love, my passion.
Yeah.
Kind of written it off because I'm kind of tired of all the BS. So,
yeah.
Thanks, America. You've ruined my sport.
And probably the only way I thought Jacksonville could win, but at the end you got to beat the champs. But I was kind of hoping the Saints would be there because I thought the Saints could put up enough points.
Yeah.
Because I think it's going to be some type of shootout. Now, here's my prediction. It's going to be kind of like if you remember the 49er San Diego Charger game, which was really bad.
Right.
So I suspect that's what we might hear. It'll be a Super Bowl where I really don't pay much attention to it. So
yeah, this time it'll actually be about the commercials.
Yeah. Seriously. And the commercials could be you and I. Rub-a-dub-dub, two dudes in the tub.
Well, I have access to a tub that would be very accommodating.
That would be all right, though.
Yeah.
It would be all right. What else do we have on the show? Let's just kind of go through some of this. And I'll just give you words. We're just going to give you snippets to keep, a tease. This is our tease.
Yeah.
So, drunk and illegal. There's one. Hobby artifacts. See if people can put this together. Smart and nose. Okay. Weed and old people. Right there. There's our demo.
That's it.
Let's see here. Neil Diamond.
Never. Is he new? Never heard of him.
Could be. Elton John.
Another new guy.
Murphy Brown.
Holy cow. Okay.
So we're just touching things right there. We're just reaching out and touching all of you. So then you can sit back, fill your glass and go, boy, I wonder what they're going to talk about next.
Touching things. Apparently.
It is inspiring, the things that we do around here.
It's true.
So, and with all the concerts and all this that are going on, both you and I are going to be hitting the road at different venues. So I'm looking forward to that, though.
I agree.
So I guess we should probably make some media passes.
Well, not just media passes. These have to be all access passes.
True.
Because I will go to the green room bathroom whether they like it or not. I will drop a deuce right inside of there. It's the best.
One of the deuce drops.
Yeah, the double deuce, which is I think 4 actually.
Isn't there some type of perfume or whatever that you could take that's a there's a pretty woman in the commercial.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what the commercial was about the Druce? I don't know.
Well, there is they call it poopery.
Oh, poopery. There we go.
Yeah, you can spray that after you've done your business, and it smells like poopy flowers, essentially. So that's good, I guess.
Well, I was just doing some gardening in there.
Yeah.
You know how manure help your flowers blossom?
Gardening in the bathroom.
That's okay.
I guess landscaping.
We're up against the first break, so you know what that means. Potty break. Everybody run out when you can. We'll be right back. It is the Know Nothing Show. So listen to one of these ads. You're going to love it. And you're going to say, we need to buy some of that. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Kids on Skids, the Know Nothing Show. Steve and Eric. So that was our new sponsor. So.
I think it's fitting. I do.
And that break, that break was an interesting one to say the least. So. Hey, that's all right. That's all right for those going wah, out there. We like that.
All right.
All right, so what are the first thing we should probably talk about? We were going through some of the subject matter that you sent in. You, of course, sending in the most things today.
Right.
So that means you really did your homework. You worked hard today.
Google did my homework.
So what should we start with? Me personally, I think the smartphone needs to be at the top of the list.
Okay.
I mean, so if you're asking me, it's all about the smartphone. We were just talking about my mom's smartphone. You have a smartphone. I have an iPhone 10. I just told everybody it was like rich. Okay, I just threw that out there.
Money bags. Well, here's the thing. So this company called Thanko, it's Thanko. It's a Japanese company. They have come up with a couple products.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you what they've come up with first
right.
before I tell you what we're actually going to talk about. So these are some of the products that they've come up with in the past that you can actually operate via your mobile device. And I'll explain all of this in just a second. Just keep your pants on or off or whatever the opposite of what you're doing right now. Do that. This company has come up with the armpit fan. Yep.
What?
Yep. And the pocket washing machine. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
Your questions are my questions. So the new thing, this is the company's called Thanko. The new thing that this company has just introduced, and this is all operated by your smartphone. It is a nose hair trimmer, and it plugs directly into your smartphone. That's how it's powered. That's how it's used. Essentially, your phone is the power source. So
let me get this right. So it'd be something like that.
Pretty much, essentially. I think it comes in a variety of colors. Even I'm not sure, but that's actually what they've just come up with is they already had the armpit fan, which I'm really kind of interested in.
Okay, so let's work through these. So the nose hair,
mm-hmm.
You plug it in probably like the lightning cord of some sort.
Mm-hmm. Or wherever your power source cord plugs into your phone.
And you know what people are going to do with trimmers?
Well, not just for the nose. You know what I mean?
So with that, so you're standing on it going like this, and then you drop your phone. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So then you have your armpit fan. I am not sure how that would work, or where would you attach it?
Well, it simply says, and there were no pictures. I did not take the time to Google this because I wanted to be left in the dark a little bit. But I think it's exactly how you had it. You're going to attach it to the back, to that bottom piece of your phone. I don't understand the armpit situation. Does it attach to your armpit? Is it under? I don't. You have to just stand with your arms up now. Is that where we're at?
I just looked at how it gets attached.
Oh, geez.
So it's not what I thought it was.
Mm.
So apparently you need to have a short sleeve shirt on.
Of course.
Right. And then it clips underneath. So
what?
Right. So it clips underneath your arm. So for it to work, that would mean that you'd have to have your arms up.
Right. That's what
down.
Then it doesn't. Yeah, you'd have to keep your arms up like you're in a cast, and you can't move them now.
Or you just kind of flap like a duck of some sort.
But then that's causing air already. So what? Why would you need the fan if you're flapping your arms? There's no fan needed.
And it's $59.99 for that specifically.
Hmm.
And I'm surprised. Well, wait a second. It's manufactured in Japan. Right. Enough said.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Enough said.
That makes sense.
Because it's going to come with your Subaru.
Yeah.
You can catch on that too.
Mm-hmm. Now, the only thing I have against the nose hair trimmer,
okay,
is that seemingly to me, it looks like the only place for those trimmings to go is now on your phone. So now you have a face phone. The face of your phone is full of your nose hair trimmings. If you have a case on your phone,
right,
some of those nose hair trimmings could get caught in there, and then later on during the day, you answer the phone and you put it up to your face, and now you have nose hairs on your face. So I'm kind of a little bit dismayed by that.
Let's just jump to where we need to jump. Have you ever pulled or had a nose hair taken out? You start crying, don't you?
A little bit. Yeah.
Right. So let's face it. You get that, you start doing that in the morning and you're trimming away, you're going to be bawling.
I think you will be.
So you better get yourself an 8 or a 10 or whatever it is, because you're going to be crying. There's going to be drip, a lot of dripping going on.
I feel like this is not going to be some situation where you're on your way to work and you're like, oh, I'll just plug in the nose hair trimmer. Right. Oh, I think that's probably
middle of traffic.
Yeah. I feel like that's going to cause a few accidents. That's what I'm trying to say.
You'd be able to put like a full weed whacker in there later on with your phone.
Now that would be that'd be interesting.
Right.
Well, I'm still curious about this pocket washing machine.
That one really baffles me. I had made a note about that. How is that possible?
I don't know. I mean,
you've got to have pretty deep pockets for that.
And I'm not sure. I mean, I'm going like 17 different ways on this.
I mean, you already have the kids eating the pods, the laundry pods.
Yeah.
Okay. So what? You put that in your pants too?
Well, I'm wondering if you have to supply the liquid, the water, for this, and where does that come from? I have a couple of ideas on that as well.
Okay. With you on that. And then you got to have the dryer. Is the other pocket the dryer? Oh, wait a second. You've got that arm dryer, the armpit dryer.
You got to get the fan, because then you can just put it underneath you're just a self-containing unit.
How silly of you.
Now, are we washing Smurfs clothes? Because I mean, I'm not going to put a full T-shirt in my pocket. It's just not going to happen. I mean, I like the bulge, but that's just not going to happen. So, what exactly is it? A handkerchief? Is it what are we washing now? Just samples of fabric? I'm confused as to what's going to happen. Or do you pull it out and it expands into this situation? Does it mean that it's not actually washing in your pocket, but it's pocket sized, and then you pull it out, you can unfold it, and you can do this? I don't know. I neglected to Google that. I was just so intrigued by all of this other stuff. Now here's another thing they make too. They actually make earbuds that make you look like an elf, because that's important. I don't know why that would I mean, I
that's okay.
guess that's fine during Christmas.
Well, how many teenage girls did you see walking around on Christmas that had those cat ears on, and you just wanted to knock it off their head?
I did. I have warrants out in 2 counties now.
But the elf ears, okay, I might buy that. That might be okay.
I feel like those are going to be pretty big though, because if they're elf ears, I mean, I know elf people are small,
Yeah, they are.
but in order for that to actually work correctly over your human ears, I feel like you'd have to expand those ears quite a bit. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
But I like it. I do like it.
Thanko, Thanko is the company. It's out of Japan. You can Google them, figure out what's actually going on with these crazy people. Give them a high five. Whatever you want to do.
We need to write to them and
weird.
go, why? Why, oh, why?
We'd like to review your products on the Know Nothing Show. Oh, what is it? It's like MSNBC, except.
And how much of that can we get is free?
Yeah. And by review, I mean you send us the product and we don't do a review on it.
Right. And one of our listeners clearly suggested that your love with midgets makes complete sense with this pocket laundry stuff.
I'm just it's fine with me. I'm okay with that. I actually was a friend of mine went to the state fairgrounds this last week and went to a midget wrestling situation, much like the WWE, except smaller.
Right. Yeah, lowercase.
Yeah.
W-E.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Were
It's
the
like
seats lower too?
Huh?
Were the seats lower?
Everything was the ceiling was low. Everything. It's actually WEE is what they call it instead of WWE. It's WEE, so it's Wii wrestling. And it was all just. I mean, if you're an adult, it's going to be hard for you to get in here. And a full size grown adult, you got to duck down. It's essentially a dollhouse, is what they're wrestling in. It was really weird, but looked fun. I wish I could have gone. I didn't even know about. I wasn't on that email list apparently. So
the ring is just like one rope around.
It was yarn. Essentially just pulled really tight.
So you think the ring has to be smaller?
I'm still confused as to why they call it a ring. It's clearly a square. Get in the square. Don't get in the ring. It's not a circle. It's not a ring. There's no roundness, and it's not round at all. I don't get it.
Maybe you missed your calling. You could be that ringleader, the guy that announces everybody, ready to rumble.
So the ringleader at a circus would make more sense because it's legitimately a ring.
True. That's true.
Whereas it's not on the wrestling situation.
Are you ready to rumble? That'd be all right.
Wow.
And you're the tallest person in the place.
And I'm that'd be great. People would always look up to me. Be fantastic.
And that's why the band members of the band Black will be all midgets. So then the focus is on you.
Well, and they're half price, so that really works in my favor all the way around.
That's how you have to pay them. Half wages.
Sort of.
You know, they're always paying half a note.
That's right. They do half the work.
Yeah. Carrying half of the gear.
Yeah. Which probably would take every single one of them to do that. But whatever. It's fine. It's fine.
Maybe we need to push something about what could we do with these smartphones? We'll have to think about that one. Because if people are buying armpit-controlled fans.
Right. And nose trimmers and earbuds and what was the other one? Pocket-sized washing machines.
Yeah.
Weird.
We are missing the boat somewhere along the way.
Apparently. Well.
So maybe we can have half shows. Kind of like when we first started on Facebook Live, where you can only see one of us, can only hear half a show at a time.
You can stream me here, but you'll have to listen to the other guy on the air.
Other room on another computer.
Completely different computer. Okay.
It was actually funny. You know what, Steve? I'm watching you both at the same time. How many computers do you have at home?
I have 6. Oh, okay.
Just a slight delay. So we're not sure if we're getting all the jokes.
But I really think they're funny. Either way, they're hilarious.
Before we move on to our next subject, we talked about the Super Bowl. Do you have any predictions for that? This is probably all we're going to talk about it because I don't really want to talk about the Super Bowl.
I do. I feel very strongly that one team over the other will win during the Super Bowl.
How long will it be close? I'm saying 1/2. When they come back out.
I don't know. I mean, with the Patriots being able to cheat, it may not be close at all. I mean, they're.
Have you seen Tom's commercial that he's pushing to TB12?
No.
Where he had said that, to beat me, you got to be, this is my life. So that means you need to beat my life. I'm like, I will beat your ass.
Where's Nancy Kerrigan? Where's she at right now? Tanya Harding.
Yeah. Aren't you?
People out here.
And some are like, I saw a lot of tweets about people, how do we beat this guy? It's like, get over it. It's not like you play or anything like that. Just get over.
Just shut your mouth. How about you do that? Or you can go ahead and try out for the football team. How about that?
There you go.
Get your fat ass off the couch.
I'll just go talk to this Giselle when she's, I'm like, you don't need, Tom's going to win. Here, come talk to me.
Right.
I'll tell you what's going on. I'll take you that. Right. Other than that, let's get to our next commercial break. We're doing pretty good. We're kind of rolling through this. It is a Know Nothing Show. 2 scoops of delicious radio. Stay tuned for more. We'll be back in 2 seconds. Listen to one of the commercials. We have another new commercial coming. So stay tuned for that. That one cracks me up. It is the Know Nothing Show, one of our new sponsors. That's who we're brought to by. So shiny, my hiney. Know Nothing Show, Steve Benz, Eric Black. Broadcasting from 2 locations, 2 different dudes, 2 different minds, 2 scoops of delicious radio. Did you like that one?
I have never seen so much toilet paper in a radio studio as I have with this particular sponsor. It's amazing. I love it. We go TPing like about twice a day now because there's so much there.
Plus we get freebies. So, and if you've been to some of these cheap radio stations, it hurts. Okay.
Literally it hurts. It stings.
It's bad. You might as well just go out to the shed and grab some wood.
Which sometimes I have because that's more comfortable.
And it's bad that you and I go into the bathroom holding hands and then come out holding hands. I'm not sure how we do that, but still.
I don't know if it's bad necessarily. It's very comforting, and it helps me with my moment of need.
Of glory.
Yeah.
Anyway. So what else is going on? It was reported earlier today, depending on where you are on the planet. Might have been yesterday. Might have been tomorrow, for all we know. Elton John has decided to, he's going on his farewell tour.
Yeah.
I thought that started in 1988.
Well.
When I saw him back then, because that was the farewell tour that I saw him then.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he was coked out of his mind, but still.
Who wasn't?
Those were the days.
Yeah.
But the farewell tour, I'm not sure where he's going, where he's performing. Maybe it's because of the passing of, who knew? I'm going to say it out loud. Okay, I'm just thinking. Raise your hand if you didn't know Elton John was gay. Right there. There's my hand. Okay, I had no idea.
I didn't know till recently. Staff meetings. I'm actually learning in staff meetings, by the way, now, which is nice.
With the song, I'm Still Standing. I had no idea. I didn't know.
I'm still standing. Yeah.
There, see?
Verbatim.
Right there, as much as you say, I don't even know any of Elton John's songs, and then you knew that one.
I knew that one because of Sing, because of the movie Sing. That's why I knew that one.
Are you sure it wasn't Pitch Perfect 3?
I'm 100% sure that it was not Pitch Perfect 3. And by the way, auto-tune doesn't mean you're pitch perfect. By the way.
That's true. It's been used for years and years and years. So Elton John, would you go see Elton John? You and I went to go see Daryl Hall and John Oates. I wasn't sure that you would enjoy that show. We had a good time at the event in Nashville. That was great.
It was good.
I thought they put on a great show. I wasn't sure if you were going to dig it or not because, these guys are a little bit older, a little more pop music then.
And you were with me, so you didn't really know what was going to happen. But I mean, after a few drinks, I really enjoyed being with you. It was good. Yeah, and they were good.
You all the Hall & Oates songs, which I was surprised.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna apologize because I was touching my nipples a little bit, and that's just awkward for everybody. But it was a good time for me. I enjoyed the time together.
But we were in your home city, and that's allowed.
It was, yeah, and I'm okay with that. Now they put on a great show. I was very impressed with them. That's my first time ever seeing them, because I'm into metal, so that's what I watch. But I had a good time. I'd go back and see them.
The guys that do metal will be doing the same thing.
No, they will be going a lot slower in those days. They will be definitely. Do you understand the consequences of headbanging that often? Do you understand that? I mean, that is not good on your neck and your back. That is not good. They're going to have back braces, and they'll just be sitting up here straight doing this, or they'll show up and they'll sit in the front, like on the stools, and then they'll have other musicians playing the songs back there.
Kind of like what Metallica looks like now.
Oh, Metallica.
I'm just using them because back then they were headbanging. You'd sit there and they'd be swinging their heads through the whole show. Mm-hmm. And now they just stand and play.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And between songs, they take a little Advil. They're like, my neck's feeling a little tight.
It hurts a little bit. Do you have any muscle relaxers? No, what we have is cocaine. Okay.
Between songs, we need to take a break here.
All right.
We'll be right back.
Can we do an intermission?
You go see an Elton John concert.
Well, I'm maybe when I was younger, my cousin took me to a Broadway style show.
Okay.
And it was Mamma Mia.
So sorry.
And I'm still not over it.
That explains the metal now.
I do drink a lot more now because of that.
Mamma Mia.
But it depends. Here's my thing on shows now. I because of the situation that I've been in, because of me being in a media situation and a different type of I grew up going to shows, and then I got into media, and then I grew up going behind the shows.
Right.
And I guess if I can't go behind like, to me, watching a show, I've watched 1,000 shows. I love watching shows.
Okay.
But to me, because I am getting old, if I can't go behind stage and just hang out and relax and just enjoy that situation, I'm probably not going to go.
All right. I'm with you on that. I would agree that I am not one to sit out unless I've got good seats.
Right.
Unless I can show my media credentials. I am not sitting in the back. I am not sitting in certain places. And I'd be like, oh my God, listen to you, Steve. Well, I've been doing this way too many years.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's not a conceited thing at all. It's just a different view. It's a different form. It's not conceited. It's completely different.
And I really don't need to see the show.
Yeah, because I've seen the shows. It's every single show is the same
band
show.
you can think of every effing band.
Yeah,
from the beginning to the end.
What I want to do is I want to go to the back. I want to go to the backstage and I want to talk to these people. I want to hang out with them. Not for publicity even. I get the media badges and I hardly ever use them for media. I didn't say that didn't happen. Sponsors, I actually use them all the time. But what I do is I'll go back there and I'll just hang out with them. I'll have conversations with them that will never, ever, ever see the light of day other than between them and me.
Right.
And that's what I love. That's what I love doing. I love getting to know these people because it's a great story. They have awesome stories to tell. And I don't want to repeat them. There's another, we were at Rock on the Range actually with WSDI, but back in Ohio. And we were hanging out with hard rock guy, Lou Brutus. He's a big radio guy. He's got a hard rock show that he does, metal show. that he's been doing for years, doing it successfully, ridiculously amazing person. We met up with him, and this dude is just an amazing person. Like he's a rock star in the radio industry. I mean, everybody knows him. Literally, he can't walk into a room without people actually flocking to him. He is like a rock star. It is amazing to watch. That was the first time I'd ever seen him live in person. And all of these people were flocking around him, and we knew immediately who it was. So we waited till, the dissipate. And this was just media. This wasn't people. This was in the media tent. And so we waited till everybody got, done, and we kind of went up to him and had just kind of talked to him and got a picture. And he actually initiated talking to us for a long amount of time. And it was a good story. It was a great story of somebody that listened to a show that he inspired, that it actually turned out that they inspired him. And it's like, those are the stories that you want to hear. Those are the stories. I don't care about what you do on stage. I don't care. I mean, yeah, you can put on a great show. I don't care about any of that crap. I want to know you. I want to know you as the person. I want to understand how you work as yourself outside of this arena, sometimes literally, but outside of your music situation. I want to know how you tick. I want to know the real you, not for publicity, not for media, because I want a one-on-one with you. I want to make that connection. I don't care if anybody knows that I know you at all. I don't care about that for one reason. I just want to know you because I think you have amazing stories. I think you're an amazing person. But there's a lot of artists too that I'm just like, I don't care. Doesn't matter to me if I know or don't know you. You're a douche, and I don't care about you.
Yeah, I think that's that's all that I do, and I'm probably the most. I've taken radio assistants and interns and stuff, and the one warning I tend to give them is like, just chill, okay? You can't be running up to somebody and screaming because you have backstage. Okay?
Right.
You're here to do a job.
Right.
And that's pretty much, of all the artists that I've met over the years, I mean, my God, it's a long list. I always felt like I just belonged back there and no one ever questioned me.
Yeah. Well, and that's half the battle too. If you act like you, and I've done this several times without having a media pass. I had a badge that said all access on it, and most everybody else had one that said all access on it. And you can get a lot of places if you just pretend like you know what you're doing, and you just have people assume that you're supposed to be where you're at. You can do pretty much anything.
That's how I got into radio. I just lied.
Nobody knows that we're actually here and that we actually don't know what we're doing. We pretend like we know exactly what we're doing. Don't tell anybody.
And eventually I will be in a band playing tambourine. I am just saying, I asked it of everyone.
Well, we were talking
just one.
We were talking about William Hung earlier. Maybe we should revisit.
I interviewed him some time ago, and I never played the interview on the network for my other show, mostly because it would have taken me 7 days to edit it.
Well, yeah, that's fair.
It was too difficult to talk to him, and I'm sure he's probably a great person in person.
A great person in person. That's like picture in picture about a person.
As I tripped over that, but I'm sure if I was in front of him, it would have been an easier discussion.
Well, and I think too that he's taken a lot of crap from people as far as what he can do and what he can't. So I think he's probably very hesitant to talk to really anybody about anything in the media these days, just because of that fact. And I get that. I understand that. But at the same
big star, selling books, being hired as a speaker, some type of spiritual leader. All right, I buy that.
Sure.
I do, out of nowhere, to take the abuse that he did from Simon or whatever, and he's made some of those. I can't believe that some of them are stars, but he's one of those great stories.
Yeah, and that's one of the things. I don't respect American Idol. I don't respect any of those music things at all. But the people, I do. They all have their own stories. They've all gone through a lot of stuff, and these shows have helped them in some sort of way. But I don't like any of those shows. But I do like the people that come through there, because every single one of those people, and it's, a lot of the stuff that they do it for publicity.
Yeah, that's true.
But once they get past that, once they sift through all of that stuff, and, like right now, William Hung, he's been out of there for, 10, 15 years, something like that, whatever it's been. I think they're on season 485 now, I think is what they're doing. But he's been out of it for a while, and now he's doing his own thing, and he's doing it successfully. Even though he gained his success from American Idol, but it wasn't American Idol that really did that for him. That was just the vehicle.
Interview us.
Ooh, you know what? That's not a bad idea. Let's go out and let's reach out. Have our PR people reach out to him.
Way better.
Listen, we'd like you to interview us. You mean you want me? No, we
like the two guys from the Flow commercials. You know, Bill and Tom, or Ted, or whatever it is. The guys that hate Flow.
Did they die?
So he would be asking. So which one's Bill? I'm not sure which one's Bill. So which one's Eric? I don't know which one's Eric.
We don't know.
Whoever answers, that's the one.
We are both Steve and Eric. We are one.
Right. It's one name, Steve and Eric. Okay. It's one. How it works.
We're like
No Nothing Show.
Second. We're like a Hollywood couple. Steric.
And we should talk to that medium guy, whatever his name is.
The midget guy? Oh, you mean the guy that not the medium sized guy. Yeah. The guy that's like a psychic situation.
Right. From the country.
I got you.
Tyler or something or other.
Sure.
Has not responded to any of my phone calls, texts, or emails.
Yeah, that's how many people have not done that. They're like, oh, I know.
Quite a few, but still.
I know this.
I'm a big star.
I don't want to talk to him.
I have a star on the streets of, I was going to say San Francisco, but that doesn't sound right.
On the streets of Bangladesh.
Oh. We could be huge in Bangladesh.
We could. We might be. We need to check the stats, actually.
You know, we would have a big star in midget world.
Ooh.
It's right there.
I'm in.
Size.
I'm in.
It would be twice the damn size. All right, we are at the top of the hour. We've got hour 2 still coming. Did I say that right? Hour 2.
Yeah.
What do we still have left to talk about? We got Neil Diamond. We need to talk about Neil Diamond. We need to talk about Murphy Brown.
We got a lot.
Some criminals.
Yeah. Yeah.
And drunkenness.
Yeah.
So do not go anywhere. We are back in a couple of minutes. It is the Know Nothing Show. I'm Steve Benz. He is Eric Black. We will be right back.
Get ready for the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Welcome back for hour 2 of the number one syndicated radio show around the world. Round and round and round. Steve Benz, Eric Black. It is the Know Nothing Show. Clearly, Eric has been playing with his mic stand a little too hard today.
Well, I do that from time to time. So I'm sitting here during the break, right? And you can see it's moving on me right now. It's a POS is what it is. So I'm sitting here and I lightly caress my mic and it falls apart. Just like every woman in my life. I lightly caress her and it falls apart.
Well, you may have to go lead singer type.
I might. Because we still have a whole other hour for some reason.
So hopefully in that studio, like in this studio, there's a second microphone for you guys in there. Are any of your assistants even still around? Maybe they could give you a microphone?
No. They're like, hey, do you need us? And I'm like, yeah. They're like, okay, see ya. And I'm like, I just said fine.
Uber just showed up. See ya.
Yeah.
So this is not the first time that your microphone has been broken.
Well, and it's not even the microphone; it's the stupid stand. This whole piece right here, and I'm about done with it. This is the last straw. So I think this was actually a sponsor of mine.
Oh,
and they are no longer. After this round, we're done. So we're gonna part ways. Because this is a piece of crap is what it is. And I'm tired of it. I'm just tired of it. So we're going to get a new stand and it'll be here in probably 2 years because that seems to be about the time range for.
Well, considering you just ordered something and it showed up down the street and you have to wait 10 days for it.
It's so dumb. I ordered it on Monday and it arrived on Tuesday afternoon at 2:45. in Nashville, which is currently where I live, and it won't show up on my front door until Thursday, end of day, which means probably about 8 p.m. What?
To me. So
how does that work? And it's only because, and I understand, I ordered the 4 to 7 days because I wasn't in a rush. Still not in a rush, but I wasn't in a rush. So I was like, yeah, fine, whatever. 4 to 7 days. I don't care. That's fine. The thing that makes me angry is that it's here right now. So you're telling me that it's going to sit in a warehouse for 2 days before here where I'm at, before it gets delivered to me? I'm confused. I don't understand why if it's already here, just deliver it, get it out of your warehouse, because now it's just sitting there potentially going to get lost and piss me off. Let's go. Let's deliver it. Let's get it done.
Now, where did you order it from? Like Amazon?
No, it was a company. Now, I can understand Amazon because Amazon's dumb. But no, this was another.
Did they give you the ability, did you look, that you could check on to go visit your package before it was delivered?
Now, my package does have I have an iPhone, so it has FaceTime on it. It is equipped with FaceTime. So I just dial up the FaceTime email phone number situation, and it'll show up, say, hello, Moto. Or that's a different company. It says hello, and I talk to it back and forth, which is kind of weird because I didn't order the talking one at all, but it'll talk to you. And it'll say, I'm here, I'm imprisoned, and I cannot come see you. They are holding me hostage because you didn't want to pay the extra to get it expedited. And by extra, I mean it was double. It was double the price. I'm like, well, this isn't really worth it to me to have this delivered now.
Nobody needs it that fast. Nobody needs anything that fast.
No. So I don't know what the problem is. I don't know why it's stuck in Nashville and not on my front porch. But I think that's crap. And I also found out, now this is coming, I'm just going to say this. It's coming from UPS, and I just looked at it today, actually, right before the show.
Okay.
And it said that it's transferred to USPS.
Right.
And I'm like, first of all, you guys are fighting. Why are you together now? Where did that? Apparently I missed that episode where you guys reunited and got back together. Now you're handing my package off to someone else to fondle and handle. So now 2 people have had my package before I can even touch it.
That's right. So it gets you to the song from Herb. Reunited and it feels so good.
Well, kind of, but I've never seen it, actually. I've never seen my package. I've just ordered it, and it's going to be on its way. So when I do see it, I mean, I've FaceTimed it, but that's not the same as actually physically seeing your package.
I think so.
I'm bitter.
People don't even know that the post office actually does more delivery than anybody. Gets shipped over.
Apparently, that's because UPS keeps sending it over to them.
I'm just saying, for other people, just like, I just hate Amazon until you find out that it's not come from Amazon. They're like, then they shut up. Yeah. What happens? Otherwise, like me, for Amazon specific, there's one close by to my house. So everything that I get delivered like the next day. So even if I say, it's going to be delivered in 7 days, it's just, they just knock on the door and they're like, Mr. B, what up, Mr. B? We're going to bring you your package.
Have you ever received a package from Amazon via drone?
Not yet, but I can't wait. Because I will be naked when that happens.
Ooh. Well,
because if it rings my doorbell, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what up?
No, I'm saying, not saying.
Because now I got the storm door on the front door, you know what I'm saying? Right there. So when it's like, whoosh, no, ain't no shrinkage, you know what I'm saying? Just what up, girl? What up?
Wow.
It better be a female drone too.
But how do you know?
Well, it'll probably be bitching and moaning during the entire flight.
Well,
so I'm cold, I'm having flight. Oh, my shoes hurt.
I need a break. Can we stop for a minute? I'm so hungry. I have to pee.
All that. I'm thirsty. Okay. I'm awake. I'm not, I'll stay awake while you're driving.
Ooh, an outlet store. Can we stop?
Right. Because we need to go shopping to the same effing strip mall because they might have something different.
Yeah. They haven't in 20 years, but they might this one time.
Because believe me, the Applebee's here might be delicious.
Yeah. It's not that all Applebee's suck, but all Applebee's suck.
You just don't know. This Applebee's in Mississippi might be the one.
It's all about management. They got to have good management.
That's right.
Sure.
Before I actually order, I would like to talk to the kitchen manager. I'd like to see how you are.
Can you bring out the chef, please? Man, there are no chefs here. There's a dude that fries some stuff up for minimum wage. I can bring him out if you'd like. Okay, that'll work. Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Just like the lady goes, you know what? I'm sending back my Big Mac because it isn't cooked the way I ordered it.
This is well done, and I'm a vegan. Okay, well, all right. Why are you here again?
Because I like the special sauce.
I like the dollar menu.
It reminds me of Eric. Well, the dollar menu is back. McDonald's, they got rid of it, and now it's back.
They only got rid of it so that they could bring it back. That's it.
I think it was going to work. Here in Chicago, I don't know about where you are, but the McDonald's have touch screens now.
Ooh.
Okay, so you could, they've moved up. They're trying to do like Five Guys burgers, which is silly.
Because they're not even close to that.
Where, the sandwich is a little better, using better burgers, all this stuff. But the problem with this, what they found out is that the people when you go to McDonald's, you have an expectation of what the food is going to be and how fast it's going to be delivered.
Right.
Now, if you're going to get a gourmet burger, that throws off the very reason why they're there. Okay? I'm not getting a Big Mac because it's delicious. It's because it's fast, or a Happy Meal so I could shut the kids up.
Right. Here, put this in your mouth and stop talking.
But I'm not going to sit there going, I really wanted it medium rare. And I'm going to sit back and I'm going to wait because, like, when I went to that McDonald's, they brought me my first of all, they had me sit for my meal. And they brought me the food. Right there, I wasn't sure what the hell was going on.
No longer fast food, kids.
So then they brought it out. It was one of the new corporate ones. So they brought it out, and the manager had a napkin, a cloth napkin over his arm. And I'm going, where am I?
What's happening?
He then put it down in front of me. It was on a plate. Again, I'm going, where am I? And then the fries were in like this little fryer basket. It's like a mini basket.
Okay.
And then I sat there, and the first thing I thought to myself once I finished, I'm like, okay, this wasn't so bad. Chicken sandwich was pretty good. Do I leave a tip? And then I snapped out of it thinking, I'm an effing McDonald's.
That's right. This is Mickey D's, and no.
I ain't dropping no tip for this.
No, not going to happen.
And I'm like, garçon, someone refilled my drink, my high C. And then they got rid of the orange high C, the best drink ever.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you went through that traumatic experience.
It was. And then, up on the touchscreen, you had to sit there, and then you put your toppings on. And I'm thinking, I don't know what toppings are on this burger. Like, what?
Right.
I don't know, because I never really tasted it before. I just ate it.
I just inhaled it. I don't know. I have no idea.
Versus you walk into a Whopper, right? Sure. Although with the Big Mac, I sat there and I looked at this other woman, and she's looking at, and we were both kind of singing to ourselves, 2 all beef patties. Okay, yeah, that's right. Special sauce. Okay, I want that. Lettuce, cheese. And she's ticked. That's how it went. It was all about the song that we remember from the 70s.
Right. Well, that song, it's still a hit today. It's still making money on iTunes.
Unbelievable. And then, of course, the best Diet Coke ever comes from McDonald's, fountain drink wise.
Right.
Because they have a different formula than everyone else. That's what they say.
It's supposedly true.
But then there you go. McDonald's, Mickey D's, they try to call it all these other things. It's still McDonald's.
Yeah.
And I don't like going into, I don't know. Have you been in a Five Guys? Messiest burger on the planet.
I've been in Five Guys before. Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh.
Whoa. least we're in hour 2 or when that was said.
I've been one of 5 as well.
Whoa!
Woo! I don't know what's in this red cup, but maybe I should stop drinking it.
Right, here comes a Santa. Ho, ho, ho.
Oh.
All right, so with that, it actually gets us to our first subject in hour 2. Okay? I don't know how.
15 minutes in, and randomly, here's our first subject.
But it gets us there. Now, we were talking about Neil Diamond before.
We were.
So, where Elton John is now going on his final farewell, I guess.
Bye, Felicia.
Again. So there'll be a movie, there'll be a CD, there'll be a TV show. Elton will be emotional. He'll be on Oprah. Oprah will then ask him to be the vice president for her presidential run.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll have to stop in because then we have to have fair time.
Yeah, it's part of the due process is what we're calling it.
So with that, now you got Neil Diamond, who is considered one of the greatest artists ever. In terms of sales and the amount of sellouts that he has.
Or there's just a lot of stupid people. I don't know.
You know what they said in the 70s? They did a survey. Saw this back in the 80s, and I'm reading this survey going, this was in Cosmo. I'm going, what? More people in the 70s had sex to Neil Diamond songs than anything else. And then, of course, I was thinking, well, what else would they play? Like Led Zeppelin or something? Stairway to Heaven? I don't think so.
Maybe not. Yeah.
Wouldn't work.
Well,
Wouldn't work. Or, I don't know, Foghat? How about some Foghat?
hey, baby, you want to play some Foghat while we get it on?
Right. Which I didn't know as a kid was about sex.
Well, you wouldn't. It's not meant for the kids. It's meant for the...
You know, I was thinking like carnival ride, slow ride. I get it.
Right. Teacups. Yeah.
So Neil, who is diagnosed with Parkinson's.
Yeah. Which completely sucks.
Which is what Michael J. Fox has.
Mm-hmm.
And Michael J. is actually coming back to television this year. I guess he was cast. I don't remember which show he was cast on. But I always liked Michael J.
Didn't he come back already?
He's come back a couple of times, but now he's supposed to be on some... I think is it Lethal Weapon? He might be on Lethal Weapon, which is one of my favorite shows.
That sounds familiar. Yeah.
So that would be actually pretty funny. At least he makes fun of himself. It is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. There's nothing you can do about it. So you might as well have fun with it.
This is something I told my son recently, who he's kind of like a boy genius. So he has his own issues, social issues, because he starts using big words and everybody's Googling it. Okay. They're going, what are you talking about?
Right. That's mostly the conversation I have with you. I'm just Googling everything. So I'm like, what the what's happening right now?
It's like I think Eric is speaking Spanish. No español, no ves. So with that, the one advice I gave him, and eventually you'll have your chance to give advice to your daughter and stuff, was just to be more you. Okay. I said, embrace yourself. Be more you, not less you, be more.
Right.
And don't let people decide anything. Don't let anybody tell you who and what to be and whatever you want to do in life, even me. So don't let that stop you. Just be more you. You're quirky, you're whatever. Have fun with that.
Right. And
that's what I like about Michael J. Fox. Now, I'm surprised that Neil is going to retire. Okay, you're 77. You're going to retire. You got Tom Jones I think he's 80.
Yeah.
Still touring.
Yeah.
You got McCartney, who is 72.
70. Yeah, I think he's 72 or 73. Yeah.
Something like that. These guys are still out there. So I'm really surprised that Parkinson's is going to stop him from performing.
Well, but I mean, you got to understand that this is something completely new. This is something he's not sure about. So just because he says he's retiring doesn't mean he's actually going to retire. Maybe he's just going to take a break and see what's going on. He says he's going to retire, but he'll understand that, oh, well, maybe I actually can do more, because there are different levels of Parkinson's disease. So you gotta get into it and figure out what's going on with your life. And then maybe you'll, I mean, Michael J. Fox is back doing what he loves, doing what he was born to do. So I don't feel, I mean, I think Neil Diamond will be back. He needs to take this break. He needs to take a moment and figure out what he wants to do, and, family time and all that stuff, and decide his,
with your microphone that just kind of wobbles around. So
I'm going to tell you this. It is a lot heavier than I thought it was. And my arm is already, I need interns. No, they're okay. They're gone. All right. Well,
I got a new intern here that eventually we're going to put on air. So
that's always fun.
he's a little weird, but it's all right. He's a tech guy.
Oh, good.
Tinkering with stuff. Keeps touching the compressor.
Ooh.
I don't like that because the compressor it does have a lot of lights that flash.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like that somehow some of the lights went off. And I don't like that. It's, my ADD. I need to see it flashing.
It has to flash. That's why they put the lights on there so that you can see it flash. Yeah.
But I would like to see Neil Diamond, though. If I had a chance to see him, I would.
Now, here's the thing. Now, I've never seen I recently saw him, but before that, prior to that, I had never seen Ozzy Osbourne play ever in Sabbath or alone. Ever. I've never had the opportunity. He was never.
It's a tough watch, if you ask me.
It is right now, and he it was at Rock on the Range. No, it was not. It was at Louder Than Life Fest.
Okay,
and I think the only reason why he continued doing this is because he could go back with Zakk Wylde, which is his original bassist. Okay, Zakk Wylde has gone out and done his own thing over and over and over and over. He's a very successful musician. Does a lot of his. Just an amazing person. So they had a falling out. Zakk Wylde left, and then they've over the years apparently had a reunion, or did they just needed money? I don't know. Whatever it was, came back and did a show. Now Ozzy, you could tell that he was done. He was done probably about 10 years ago.
Yeah,
but still put on a good show as he's an entertainer. That's what he does. But he moved a lot more than I thought he would, which is not saying much, but he did move a lot more. So I feel like because I have never seen Neil Diamond before, I don't know that I would want to see him now. Okay. Because I think it would ruin it for me. Like I would rather watch him on a DVD or Access TV or something like that, as opposed to watching him live with Parkinson's, because I wouldn't get the full picture. I wouldn't understand the full Neil Diamond experience.
Well, I wouldn't expect to see Neil Diamond jumping around.
Might.
So, but I could sit there and listen to him just play. I mean,
maybe.
I didn't expect, and I'll use Daryl Hall as an example. I didn't expect him to be dancing around like in the 80s.
But you were. And
that was me dancing around. So
I'm just, maybe next time wear pants around me.
The only act that I've seen actually really jumping around was Mark McGrath from Sugar Ray. That's about the only guy I've seen jumping around, and he jumped into the crowd. Great energy, great funny guy in the back.
Right.
He was a lot of fun to talk to as we were kind of clowning around. That was also a show where all the power went out, and he was one of the producers.
Yes.
That's when you see an act who's in charge. Okay.
Yep.
Where he snapped from, I'm a celebrity, I'm doing this, and we were doing a little bit of TV stuff for a local station. We just kind of clown around. All of a sudden, the power went out, and he turned into this like general. It was like, bang, bang, bang. This is what I want. Give me a walkie-talkie. I want this, 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 and this. And it was really interesting to see him at work.
Right.
And you think that.
Right.
Oh, like you and I together, if something really happened, you're very much like me. We go right to work. I know how you are in the video stuff. You're not screwing around.
Right. Right.
Once the lights go on, okay, we're a little different, but behind the scenes, no.
Well, and you have to remember that behind the scenes is a whole different. We're at this point right now where we're at. We're entertainers. We are entertaining. We're trying to, we're trying to be entertaining to everybody because everybody goes through crap. So we want to try and forget some stuff. But on the flip side of that is this is a business. Things have to be done. It's a production. So if something happens on the back end that's not supposed to happen, somebody's not doing their job, then we have to take care of that. People have been let go because they can't figure out how to do their job. And full well knowing how to do their job, they just decided not to. So bye, see ya. And that's how you do that.
I've been an MC at one of these concerts where I got pushed on to get the band off because they were that bad. You know how that feels, don't you?
Oh, that was you. That was you after the third song of Mortal Rising singing. They're like, hey, can you tell these guys to get off the stage? Yeah, but they've only done 2 songs. I know. Get them off the stage now.
2 songs too many.
Too many.
So that's never good. And, you get some of those 80s and 90s concerts and stuff, and people go out there kind of hammered and all that. And that's what I remember from Ozzy. Ozzy was so wasted that the crowd turned on him.
Right.
because he didn't come out. He didn't sing. He was incoherent, didn't know the words. And if you're paying what for some of these stadium shows, maybe the front row is paying $1,000 or something, they are not happy at all.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you just paid $6,000 to see Paul McCartney. He comes out and he's smoking weed. He's like, Blackbird, sing it at the dead of night. He brings into some Bob Dylan.
Anybody got any chips?
Right. Like, man, I could really go for some Taco Bell, man. The Taco Bell where they offer you some beers, man. So I just went Joe Mexican.
It was a little awkward. Yeah, I was gonna let it go, but I mean,
happened?
We're here to entertain, not
thing, God Almighty. So anyway, my parents love Neil Diamond, so
right,
good for him. And the nice thing about that, what I just read before we went on, is the people and fans that bought tickets for the tour, the last tour, they're not asking for refunds; they're donating it to Parkinson's.
Nice.
That tells you how loyal those fans are. And he didn't say to do that. So I guess there's been a flush of millions of dollars into that. So thank God for that.
So how does that work? You've already purchased the ticket.
Right.
How do you donate something?
So what's happening, I guess, is they were requesting Live Nation to say, donate it. We don't want the money. We want you to donate it.
So you would contact Live Nation and say, these tickets, these specific tickets,
right,
go ahead and donate that money. Take that. Okay.
And Live Nation took off their piece.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, if we donate this, that means we need about 45% of that.
But the rest is charity.
That's right. We'll give $12 for every $425 we spend.
Just like every time you hear event, we're giving a percentage to charity.
Right.
Been with like the Red Cross. Not all the money that you donate go to the Red Cross.
Right.
There's a whole lot of people that get paid at the Red Cross before the money actually gets to charity versus what the Houston football player did. All that money went right to relief.
Right.
Some of the things that the NFL, it went right to the relief. So you kind of bypass a lot of that. The millionaire CEOs that get paid. Because let's face it, those charities, it's about making money. It's not about charity.
Which is funny to me because they call it nonprofit or not for profit, and I'm like, yeah, but I'm seeing your CEO getting paid millions of dollars. How are you not for profit at this point? I understand that people need to get paid, that everybody can't volunteer. I get that, but if you're a charity, let's maybe be charitable. How about that? That's a new concept. Weird.
I don't know. Take a little less money.
Yeah.
I understand that you should get paid. Come on now. You could do a little better than that.
It's not gonna hurt you. I promise.
Donate to the Know Nothing Show.
Go to
knownothing.com.
It's great. It's a great place it's completely not tax deductible, so you'll be fine. It'll be good times. We'll use the money for some good.
All right, so we've got Elton John disappearing. We've got Neil Diamond disappearing, and then to make things worse, they're bringing back the show Murphy Brown.
I'm not sure why.
And I'm confused by that because they are bringing back every possible show you can think of. I did not know Murphy Brown was that big of a show.
I don't remember it having that many seasons. Was it actually that successful?
I think it was 9 seasons.
9 seasons?
Yeah,
wow.
Because I need to look this up. I only remember watching it occasionally.
You know what I'm excited about, though, while you're looking this up? You know what I'm really excited about right now? The reboot of the Know Nothing Show. It's going to be fantastic. I'm already planning for it. I'm already doing this. Just because I know after 24 seasons, we're going to stop for a couple years, and people are going to be like, I'm going freaking crazy. I can't take this anymore, and we're going to have to reboot it.
And then we'll have to just redo the early shows, kind of like what they're going to do.
Yeah, we're not actually going to go on air. We're just going to re-air all the old shows and pretend like they're new.
And then we'll just take new promo pictures of
It'll be great.
Kind of like what the X-Files is.
Yeah.
Because I guess she wants to go. Scully doesn't want to be back.
I heard that.
So, which is fine. She wants to move on. So Murphy Brown was on in 1988. Candice Bergen which was pretty hot back then. I remember watching it kind of. So it was on, so it was on for 10 years.
Yeah.
No, it was on 10. I said 9, but I'm surprised it was on 10.
Wow.
Where did it get? I thought they all got fired.
Well, that's why I questioned it, because I thought there was a whole big mix-up and something happened and maybe they worked it out or something. I don't know.
Kind of like with Roseanne, Dan, who died in the final episode, somehow survived.
Yeah, he's coming back now because he's all in the promo pictures.
So Murphy Brown, if you did not know what that is, that revolved around cable news. So if you're thinking it's the 80s, cable news was just starting to take off with Turner. So they were pretty much making fun of Ted Turner
right
at the time. So you're thinking 88, this is towards the end of Reaganomics with Bush. America's far right at the time. And Murphy Brown was very liberal.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have thought that would have done really well in reruns.
Well,
what do I know?
Yeah. What do you know? You know nothing, apparently.
I guess I don't know why they're going to bring her back and in what role they're going to bring her back, which would be kind of weird. But let's face it. What else did CBS do? They brought back King of Queens and then named it something else.
Yeah. Which I watched my first episode of that the other night, not by choice. It was something I was involved in, and it was okay. It wasn't like King of Queens. It wasn't. I actually liked King of Queens. I liked the setup. I liked the casting. I liked the way that it flowed.
Gary Stiller was hilarious.
I think he was probably more funny than his little short one-liners were amazing. But this show, I don't even know what it's called. I don't care.
Kevin Can Wait.
Sure. Well, he's going to wait a long time for me because I'm probably not going to watch that again. It wasn't a horrible show. I'm not going to say that. It wasn't bad. It's doing what it's doing, but I wasn't.
I tried it and it was painful.
I can't. Yeah, I'm not going to continue watching it.
And when they killed off his wife and then brought back his wife from the other show, that made no sense at all. But it's CBS.
Well, and the ratings for her for his wife chick weren't great. She really wasn't working out. And now the ratings are where they need to be with them back together. But it's like, well, she's had some work done for sure.
You think?
She does not look like she used to. And
I think she won an award for being a Scientologist and leaving. She did a whole TV show, a series on it, which was kind of interesting.
So,
and I don't even know how she became a star with that voice.
So people are getting awards for Scientology, but we're over here not getting awards for being amazing. Is that what I'm hearing? Is that what's going on right now?
We need to come up with our own Know Nothing awards.
Apparently, because that's what Scientology is. It's their own little crap that they're
name our awards, but you guys can start naming that while we take our last break. All right. So Know Nothing. We need awards. We need to give ourselves some form of trophies so that we can reboot the show. How about that?
Reboot.
Stay tuned for more. It is the Know Nothing Show. We'll be back in 2 and 2. The Know Nothing Show. Steve Benz, Eric Black. Hearing that music, we were just talking about rebooting of a show. So before we get into talking about the elderly and weed, they're putting together a movie about Motley Crue right now. So with that ought to be kind of interesting. Are they going to go with like the Howard Stern thing where Nikki Sixx gets to play Nikki Sixx when he almost dies and everything else? Now, my friend, would you go see and you're seeing a lot of people bitching and moaning that the actors that they're picking to play the guys are unknown. Well, duh. You know, what are you going to have like Justin Bieber play as Vince Neil? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Now, would you go see a movie based around the life of Motley Crue?
No. Nope. I actually went to one of their farewell shows in Los Angeles. Let me rephrase that. I won a trip, and by won, I mean I was working at a radio station, and they thought someone won the trip. No one claimed it, and I went.
All right.
Did not actually see the show. Did not have a chance to see the show. There were too many other things going on. So, I guess, I mean, I saw kind of them, but I don't know that I would care enough to go see. I don't know. That's not, I don't
like see what they were when they first started.
I mean,
kind of through the years. I would like to see it just because, not that I follow crew, but I knew they were out there. I watched the final show on
Right.
DVD, so I thought that was kind of interesting. I thought Nikki Sixx's radio show, he's one pompous ass, but I didn't know that he wrote all the lyrics.
he did, yeah, and well, which is why he was so successful in 6 a.m. That's something that he is very little known for. Yes, he did. He's written a lot of lyrics. He's written a lot of great lyrics. Actually, a lot of lyrics for other people as well.
See, that I find interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And even when they're splitting up, you listen to the four guys talk about why they wanted out, and Nikki was the one going, what is this? When Tommy Lee wanted to do EDM, let's get EDM in the band.
Yeah, but it's Tommy Lee. I mean, he's kind of
going, dude, you sit on a kit that turns upside down. You want to do EDM? What is wrong with you?
Yeah, he's not really of this world anymore. He's in his own little place.
We get it. You put out videos with Pamela. Good for you. But come on.
Right.
They're talking about, why not have one of his sons play himself? I'm going, the kid lived through it.
Right.
So why would you want to play your dad? And dad going like, you're not wasted enough, Brandon. I was more wasted than that.
Right. Right.
I think it might be an interesting movie.
Maybe.
Depending on where they put them. Do you put them at the early where no one knows about it, or at the end when they're all fighting? What band would you want to see then? If you were to see some type of documentary.
I don't care. I don't like documentaries. I'd rather read it online. I don't care about watching I don't have time for that. If I want to know information about it, I'll just Google it. That is I can watch snippets on video. I don't have to watch a 2-hour freaking documentary I don't have to do that at all anymore. It's 2000.
Now that you're more of a videographer, I got to give you credit for that. Wouldn't you want to
no
about part of that or pieces of it?
No, I'm not a documentarist. I am not a filmmaker. I am a videographer. I am a video editor. I don't care at all about making movies one bit. I don't care. So for me to sit down for 2 hours or even an hour and watch this whole thing bloom, it's like, well, I can simply Google that online and look up Wikipedia and I can read that in 5 minutes. I don't have to sit down for 2 hours and read that. I don't care.
I love the idea. I miss directing. I miss that. I miss telling the stories. It's probably why I'm still in media, because I like telling the stories.
I still do that. I just don't do it in film. I still have to do that I can do that with product videos. I can do that with other stuff. I don't care about film. I don't have the time for film. Film is so intricate, and you get, so many people are surrounded by film and documentaries where I can write a product video or a demo video or something smaller than that. And it's just me. I don't have to worry about having, a grip. I don't have to worry about having a director. I don't have to worry about having somebody look over an ace. I don't have to worry about any of that crap. None of it. I
can't be on my crew then,
I don't want to be on your crew. I don't like your crew. It's full of white people.
When I've got a long, flowing coat and a beret and a pipe, I'm the director.
First of all, you are going to look really funny wearing a long coat, a beret, and a pipe.
Right. Got to have a pipe because I want people to think I'm English.
Because when I think beret, I think pipe. You have to have a pipe.
I like that.
Weird. I don't know.
All my shows in the UK, so I could be Scottish.
Scottish.
I could just sit there and I could just break into it anytime I want.
Yeah, you could do that.
But I'm surprised. I thought you might like
Mm-mm.
hearing her talking about Motley Crue. That surprised me.
Nope.
It threw me off a little bit.
No, I am modern rock, modern metal.
Whomever. Like
I don't do documentaries. I can't sit there and watch all this crap. I'd rather just Google it. I'd rather just look it up and know right now, as opposed to having to wait an hour with all this extra crap sprinkled in. I don't care about any of that Hollywood crap. I just want to know what the facts are, and I want to know right now. I don't have to worry about that. The whole process of making a documentary, making a film, it's just
okay.
I don't have that in me. I don't care.
So you would not like a film based on you and I, directed by, say, Oprah?
Well, that would be a horrible decision. I've seen her work. Not great. Not great. We can do better. Much better. So there's that.
What Kathy Lee Gifford? Someone like that.
What is wrong with you? No. That's another horrible decision. Horrible.
Rachel Ray. How about that? How about Ryan Seacrest? Think of what he could do with her.
Rob Zombie. Let's bring him in. Let's make him do it.
Now, that would be interesting for Rob Zombie.
Yeah.
Story of his life to some degree. He'd probably want to play himself to some degree.
He could.
But see, that would be interesting, wouldn't it?
Depends on how it's played out, but yeah.
Like, of all those celebrities out there, whose story do we really want to know?
Mine.
Well, that's a short movie, my friend.
It's very short. Just how I like it.
It's like a 45-second spot.
I like quickies.
Whoa.
That's all I'm saying.
We've heard that.
I want it quick. Let's get it over with. Let's make it happen. Moving on.
You wrote a song about that.
I did. Very quick.
That's right.
About a 30
chords and get off.
Right. They call them jingles.
That's right. But the money you can make from jingles.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, so with this, I was just kind of thinking, like, what stories would we want to hear? Is there rebooting things? Murphy Brown, Roseanne. Roseanne's taking a lot of crap because she did support Trump, and that's fine.
Right.
And I'm surprised people are attacking Roseanne the character versus Roseanne the individual. Because really confusing. Kind of like when who was it that got fired because his character was so Tim Allen.
Yeah.
Again, Republican. Okay, that's fine. I thought that show wasn't that bad. I actually started watching. I'm like, oh, actually, this isn't so bad.
Yeah, it wasn't
going to be really bad.
Right.
So people are barking because of him versus the character. It's like, do you people not understand the division between the two?
They don't.
Is it confusing?
Very much so. They think that because you're on camera that it's you acting, even though you have a different name, a different persona. You have no reason to be yourself. You are a completely different person that somebody else drew up. But no, it's cool.
Yeah, because when we meet Johnny Depp, he really is Captain Jack.
It's actually pronounced Depp.
Yeah, that's true.
There's two P's. Yeah.
Deep.
Depp.
But then when he's in the rock band,
right?
Fires.
Yep.
Weren't that bad. I saw them live.
I've heard them. I have not seen them, but I've heard them. I'm okay with them.
Yeah, that was interesting to see them there.
Yeah.
I was really surprised they were going to be as good as I thought. I had no idea Johnny Depp could play.
Yeah, I didn't either until recently. I pretty well, actually.
I was like, wow, dude, you're good. You're poor because everyone just took your money.
Yeah.
There would be that. But that's what happens when you're in Hollywood. You have all these managers and stuff. You're getting paid $100 million a film. You don't know where the money goes.
Nope. No.
Little thing called accounting.
It's definitely not going to the Know Nothing show. That's for sure.
Although our rates have gone up.
They have gone up. Now we're 2 cheeseburgers.
Those SAG rates because we're both AFTRA and SAG.
That's right. We're sagging.
And we don't get those day rates any longer.
Nope. No, we're moving up. We are moving up.
So, let's move on to one of the subjects that we were talking about in the break. Was you were talking about something about weed and the elderly,
which I think we like to call hippies. I think is what that's called these days. So here's the thing. I'm going to give you the headline, and then I'm actually going to read the story because I can't make this up. This is actually a headline and the story, how it happened. So the headline reads like this: elderly couple stopped in Nebraska, by the way, with 60 pounds of weed for Christmas presents. Intriguing. Now, this was back in December, so it was last month. This happened. And so here's what happened. So sheriff's deputies in New York County, Nebraska, stopped a pickup truck on this day when they noticed it driving over the center line and the driver failing to signal. So apparently, you have to signal when you're crossing the lines from lane to lane in Nebraska or York County. Patrick Jean, 80, of Barbara Jean, 83, said they were from Northern California and were en route to Boston and Vermont. Deputies asked the driver, Patrick Jean, about the odor, and he admitted to having contraband in the truck and consented to a search of the vehicle. Dumb. When the help of the county's canine unit, first of all, he already consented. He already said there is. Why do we need a canine unit? That's redundant. Anyway, with the help of the county's canine unit, deputies searched the Toyota Tacoma, name drop. When they looked under the pickup topper, deputies found 60 pounds of this marijuana stuff, as well as multiple containers of concentrated THC. They said the marijuana was for Christmas presents, and Lieutenant Paul whoever told the New York News, the department estimated the street value of the pot was over $300,000.
Wow.
That's some pretty good ganja right there, my friends.
Oh.
These Giorans now face felony charges of possession of marijuana with the intent to deliver and no drug tax stamp. Now, Nebraska has a law that actually requires marijuana dealers to purchase a drug tax stamp from its Department of Revenue as evidence that the state's drug tax has been paid for. So it's essentially like you see that stamp on cigarette packages, same thing.
Yeah, so you're getting taxes out.
Yeah.
Now, where did you read that from? We want to make sure we give some credit to whomever.
This was on a website better known, and I just deleted it. I will find it and I will post it. I just
make sure that at least we give whomever wrote that some due there. So.
Yeah, I clicked the wrong freaking button.
With that, so what do we learn from that? That Nebraska has a tax system for drugs.
No. We didn't learn that. No, this is what we learned, my friend. This is what we learned. Now, unlike most cities, apparently, they actually want you to use your turn signal in the elderly situations. This is what we're taking. It has nothing to do with weed. They got pulled over because they didn't signal when they switched lanes. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with this, but most elderly people, well, actually, a lot of people in general, don't know what a turn signal is.
That's true.
They just turn. They just do it. They just go for it. So what to take away from this is not that they got pulled over for marijuana, which is fantastic. That's a fantastic use of everything. That 60 pounds of weed for Christmas presents. Are they looking to adopt, first of all? Second of all, use your turn signals when you're going through York County, Nebraska, apparently, because they did not. So I think that's the moral of the story.
So that just gives them reason to pull you over because let's face it, you're out of state plates.
Right.
It's probably the end of the month where the police don't have quotas. Right.
Sure.
Right. So they decide to just pull over Ma and Pa to get the $125.
Yep.
For not signaling your turn or your merge.
Your merge from lane to lane. Yeah. Yeah. Otherwise, kids would have had an amazing Christmas. How pissed were those kids? I wonder if they disowned them. They're like, I'm not even paying for your bail because you're stupid. I'm not even use your freaking turn signal right now. That's all you had to do is you had to just use your turn signal. That's it.
Now, have they gone to court yet?
Not yet. They have a court date coming up. Well, it might have been, but I think it's coming up this.
Now, could they say plead insanity?
They could die They could do that and avoid all charges whatsoever. I don't think they could plead insanity.
Well, maybe they could plead that they cannot be separated because they have, it'll interfere with their sex life.
Maybe there's some sort of church and state separation that they could claim. This is my religion, and you can eat a big old bag of D's. Maybe.
Or we could roll some major dubage for you.
Yeah.
Honor.
I like how they said 60 pounds when it was probably more like 100 pounds.
Right. Kind of disappeared somehow, some way.
Don't know where it went.
Because you got to wonder, how was it packed in the back?
Yeah. I know how it was packed in the bong.
Right. Right there. And soon there'll be a know-nothing bong.
I'm just trying to end the show on a high note. That's all I'm trying to do.
I'm with you on that. So we're always trying to be high with things and make sure people feel high on life.
That's right.
When you're blowing bubbles with the know-nothing bong.
The know-nothing bong.
So it will be your traditional bong plus the beer bong.
That's right. You gotta take a hit while you take a shot.
Of course, the beer bong I thought was one of the dumbest things ever, as you watch people throw up as it comes right back up.
Have you ever used a beer bong?
I knew a guy who had it set up for 6 people to use it at once.
I've seen this contraption, and I don't understand that at all.
And he was the boy genius. Not my son, but I met him in college. It was the smartest guy, one of the smartest people I had ever met in my life. He was stoned every day. He got like a 35 on his ACT, and we're going, what are you doing here? You're a genius. Wow. And he spent his days figuring out how to get high and how to make contraptions. He said, hey, T, because of my nickname and stuff. He's like, hey, man, I got like a beer bong, so like 6 of us can do it at once. Like, what?
How many people have to pour? Because that's a lot of beer at one time.
So he's like, and on top of it, if we put the keg up here, it'll fully load again. And I'm just like, his last name was Edgecombe. I'm like, Edge, what are you doing? And does it work?
And why are we not trying this right now?
No.
Let's keep talking about it.
And that's what we did. And the ones that were the best at the beer bongs were the girls.
I bet they were.
And those were the ones like going, hey, hello, what is going on? Back, yeah, those were the days. So there we are. We must free the elderly.
Yeah.
Because that's their 403. They're 403 in the back.
That's right.
Not the 401. That's from work. They're retired. So
they're retired. Yeah. Can I say something real quick?
Oh, sure.
My hand is freaking tired. This is annoying. I hate this stand. I hate this stand with a. I'm going to probably throw it away because it's such a pile of crap. I have to hold this my entire. Where are the freaking interns at? And I don't. This is not. I'm not okay with this. This is not acceptable. Do you know who I am? I'm Eric freaking Black. Okay. This is not. This is not working for me. I'm not okay with this. This sucks.
Well, you have to go 3 more minutes. Can you do it without crying? Can you do it without sounding like a traditional millennial? Okay.
I don't even know what a millennial sounds like.
You need to post about it after the fact.
I think what's worse than a millennial is a freaking hipster.
A hipster. Okay.
A hipster, which is still a millennial, but they're worse.
Man.
They're worse than that. They're covered here in Nashville, and they just not all of them. There some of them are fine. I have a couple friends that are hipsters, and I can stand them. They're fine. But for the majority of you hipsters out there, don't care about you at all.
You're now a whining millennial.
I don't care. No.
I like to point that out. You're a whining.
If I was whining, I'd be like, no, that's not what I'm doing.
My hand.
No, that is not what I'm doing. I am not whining.
Clearly.
I am bitching. That is completely different. That is an adult thing to do. Okay. That's what I do. Just saying.
I'm so with you, man. I feel you. I do.
Hmm.
I'm sure all the female listeners out there are like, going, we have so much sympathy for Eric. We like to talk to Eric all the time. Okay. We need to breastfeed Eric.
Ooh.
That's what this is all about.
Well,
Versus he's an ass.
Look forward to your
Talk to him,
Let's make it a group effort.
He's just, annoying. I am.
I heard breast milk is still good for adults, by the way. Just throw that out there as a statement.
As long as it comes in chocolate, you're in.
I have one nipple over here that's the chocolate, and then I have the other that's the, you know what? Anyway.
And with that, throw us so you got a minute. We got about a minute left. Throw some social media out there, and we are out of here for tonight's show.
So find us, first of all, on the website. You can go to knownothingshow.com. That has all of the social media. But you have Facebook, you got Twitter. You can find us at Know Nothing Show on either one of those. And you can go to our YouTube page. You can't do Know Nothing Show quite yet. You can search for it if you go to the YouTube page, or you can just go to our website and click on the link, and it'll take you directly to there. Now, what you can find on there is big awesomeness, I guess. There's a whole bunch of cool stuff on the website. If you go to our YouTube page, you can actually find out what we're doing, how we're doing it, why we're doing it, and why we're not doing it. It's a good time, I promise you. You can buy our merch, which is great because all of it goes back to making the show even better. We have a lot of things that we need to buy on a regular basis, be it programs, software, hardware, computers. All this requires technology. And as all of you know, technology sometimes sucks, and it takes a lot of money to do this. We burn CDs for people because we're old school. We got to buy CDs, all that good stuff. So go to our website, knownothingshow.com. Find out more information about us. Follow us, stalk us. We would greatly appreciate it.
It's time for us to get out of here. Thank you so much for listening and watching the Know Nothing Show. We will catch you next time. Stay tuned for more, because there's always more. See ya!